What's up, guys? We're back with another episode. How are you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm tired. How about yourself?
Why are you tired?
I don't know. It's one of those days. It's been gloomy all day.
Yeah, we're back inside since it's been raining today and we don't want to mess up the equipment, but...
The equipment is a camera and 2 mics.
Yeah. It's still equipment, is it not?
Yeah.
No one asked you to specify what equipment. I don't understand what's so funny. Anyways, we are in cleat free agency.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting times.
No. We've always been.
I was gonna say, we had some deals fall out with Nike, Adidas, Puma. The deals fell out because we weren't offered enough money. So.
Or any
money or any offer. No, but based on that, what are the top 3 cleats that you've owned?
That I've owned?
All-time top 3 that you've worn.
Oh shit, you could have gave me some time to think about this.
I know mine.
You know yours? Okay, you tell me yours while I think of mine.
Will you still listen?
I'll try to.
Okay. Number 1, I'm not sure if I want to put it number 1 because of durability, but aesthetics and wearing them and just balling out in them, number 1 for me, Hypervenoms. Especially the first colorway, the orange and black, those were just pure class.
Okay.
I was hesitant to put it number 1 because I don't know if you remember the sole of the cleat, the front part would come off.
They weren't very durable.
Consistently, but shit. I remember Isco signing with Real Madrid that year and watching him play on his debut with those Hypervenoms, scoring the winning goal. It was just a very special moment in football history. So for that reason, I got them, and I swear I was on Isco's level for the time that I was wearing Hypervenoms.
Quick question in between. Why do you call him Isco if his name is Isco?
Because it's a Spanish nickname, and as such, I think there should be...
You pronounce it as a Spaniard?
Isco. How do you want me to say it? It's not Isco.
Why is it not?
It's Isco.
You're Mexican.
Yes, but I pronounce it in the origin of the name.
Okay.
If you're gonna be a hater, just fucking...
Oh shit.
Let me know.
How do you say Cristiano Ronaldo?
Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm sorry for being cultured and being able to speak in different tongues.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, number 1, Hypervenoms. Number 2, CTRs. Again, gotta go with Nike CTRs.
360.
CTR 360. You know more about cleats, so you can correct me on anything. But specific colorway, the one for, was it the Euros or World Cup?
White with blue?
Yeah.
Euros 2012.
You sure? Okay. Oh, yeah, my bad.
No, I'm gonna...
Well, we can pull up a picture. You don't have to...
You don't pull up anything whenever you say you're gonna pull up
Who was wearing them other than Andres Iniesta?
Busquets.
Okay. Well, to me, those boots are iconic because of Andres Iniesta. Those were classy, just elegant, really good fit, molded to your feet. Back when Nike used to...
Balotelli.
Back when Nike used to do leather cleats, now it's synthetic leather, which not with it. What was that noise?
My foot.
Oh, okay. But yeah, those were so nice. I had the CTR 360 that were like red with white and black. Those were really nice as well.
The ones that Giovanni Dos Santos scored against
USA and Tim Howard. Fírmalo.
That one.
I also had the black with white, blue, and pink. They were CTRs 360.
White?
Yeah.
I think only the sole plate was white on them.
Always black and a little bit of white somewhere.
It was mostly black, blue, and pink.
Okay, well, those that Kedira used to wear, looking back on them, I don't like the aesthetics of it, but I scored a really special goal. So those have a special place in my heart
What was that special goal?
against United. And I did the
Yeah,
calm.
I was
I
gonna
did. Do
say.
you remember? I did the calm celebration, which is granted, bro. The whole game, I was in high school. Freaking parents were talking shit and on my ass the whole game. So I scored the 10 goals. Iconic. Top 10 Laredo
Yeah, high school moments.
high school moments. So CTR 360, it's such class. I was gonna buy those for my season,
It's not the smartest thing to do.
but I was recommended by my cleat consultant not to. But those are, I really do want a pair.
I mean, you can buy them, just
Don't
you
wear
know, wear them like for like a game and like only one half or.
And then number 3, Night Tiempo, Sergio Ramos limited edition. The color white with gold, beautiful. The Sergio Ramos logo, which is a heart, a sword. I don't know, I have them there. They're torn apart, but I actually purchased those when we were on vacation in Barcelona.
In the Nike store.
In the Nike store. So yeah, special cleat for me. At that time, that was my favorite player. The color, Nike Tempo being leather, good fit.
Kangaroo leather. Because there's still some leather. There's synthetic leather. No. But they also do, they used to do synthetic too. Like not all their boots were leather.
No?
Like Mercurials were never leather.
Yeah, but like you don't buy materials thinking you're gonna get leather cleats. Tempo is also a very comfortable cleat for classy players. I had a lot of good games in those Sergio Ramos
I
cleats.
got really bad blisters when I got
Really?
Tiempos, yeah.
Oh, Tempos. But the Sergio Ramos were special edition.
Well, I got that same silhouette. So that's your top 3?
Yes.
Any honorable mentions?
Recap, Hypervenoms, CTR's 360, Tiempo, Sergio Ramos edition.
Okay.
Just to be that guy. Honorable mention, you probably know, I don't know the model or the make, but the ones I got at IMG.
Mercurial vapors, but they're like 6s or 5s.
Okay, Mercurial Vapors. Vapors 5, 6.
I don't know what number they were.
Well, that was when I went to U17 camp, got cleats for
Like
free.
in 2011.
Got Nike running shoes for free. Those were really nice cleats. Again, special memories. And I will say, we had the same pair. It was the F50, the blue, like light blue.
They're like 6s or 7s. The Tunits, the
Yeah.
ones Messi scored the header against
Yeah.
Cristiano,
Yeah.
the
Those,
Champions League final.
unnecessary. Those are really nice.
Yeah, those were gonna be. Because, I mean, we weren't big into cleats when we had those, but they.
We were not?
No, I don't
I
think.
mean, at that time, I knew a little bit more than you did.
Oh, yeah. But, like, for example, for me, they still didn't make F50s in that size. They used to be F30s. That was like the pro model. F50 was the elite model. So I loved those, but they were.
Are they T-unit or T-unit?
I think they're, from what I hear in creators calling them, it's Tune-It, but I don't know.
T-unit? One more honorable mention, sorry to cut you off. The first time we were fortunate enough to travel to Europe, we went to Paris and we went to Adidas store and they had the silver tunics with the clear heels, and I was in love with those cleats. I wanted them so bad, and my parents didn't let me get them. I was like 12, so to be fair, it's like if they said no, they were paying for them. They're like, no, we'll just get them back when we get home or whatever. I wasn't able to find them ever again, and that broke my heart, but those were really nice cleats. No, go ahead.
But Tune-It's amongst us boot enthusiasts, They're not they weren't the best Adidas shoes, but they're very cool. Like
They aesthetically they were.
but I don't know if you remember
appealing.
that you could like remove and like replace the sole of them. Fuck. My top 3.
I'll give you top 5 if you want.
No, I mean, so this isn't in order because I can't put them in order.
Okay.
But Tiempo Legend 7, I think they are.
What were those?
Ramos, they're the pack that they dropped for the World Cup. That they're all white and the blue sole plate. I don't know if you remember those.
I think
Those were so beautiful and so comfortable. But I got really bad heel blisters with those. Oh fuck. Okay.
Bro, just say as many as you want. You're acting like
No,
if you go over 5, we're gonna kill you.
no, but like Phantom Venoms that I have that are limited edition, that they're half white, half gold. Those are really nice too. I
the
have them
Venoms.
upstairs.
Yeah, those are really nice.
Also, the Vapors that I have in that same colorway are really nice. The Vapors that they dropped for the World Cup.
All right, to make
Sorry.
make it easy on you, we're taking into consideration aesthetics, how you felt playing in them, how you performed in them. Because honestly, really good cleats or significant cleats are going to boost your attributes by 2-3 points. Like for example, the Hypervenoms, my control went up like from a 90 to 93. With the CTRs, my dribbling went from like an 85 to an 88. So
It should be the other way around. CTRs is for control 360.
well, for whatever reason, those were the attributes that were.
And Hypervenoms were for dribblers.
With the SR4 Tiempos, the second Ramos, defending and physicality went through the roof.
Physicality just suddenly improved.
Just had a better base to push off. And so take into consideration that aesthetics, performance, feel, durability.
Fuck. This isn't easy, but for nostalgia reasons, no. The F50s from the 2014 World Cup, but the messy ones. That they're like cheetah print instead of like the other prints.
That's your top 5?
I don't know.
We want to make this episode relatively short, so
Okay, I'm sorry.
don't be sorry, be better.
Shut the fuck up. The Tiempos. Oh, I know. So the white Tiempos. World Cup. The 2010 Adidas F50 World Cup ones.
The Navia?
The like chameleon ones. That they're like purple, greenish.
Oh, yeah.
Those. And the Neymar Hypervenoms. Not the gold ones, I really wanted those. Or now I want those.
Those are really
But the silver ones. I think you had them too.
I had those. Those are nice.
The silver ones. That's my probably top 3.
There you have it. If you want to get us something for a birthday coming up, cleats is always a good option.
Yeah.
I hadn't been this invested in cleats since I was, playing, which was years ago.
Nearly 10 years ago.
And now that we're purchasing some cleats, it adds up. And I don't know if it's worth it, but there's a part of me that just is really invested into
I
it.
mean, I tell myself it's worth it since we train clients. I'll just use them there.
Yeah.
If not, and Sunday League.
But to train clients, you can use anything.
I
You
know.
don't have to.
But you're still going to use them. if you
Okay.
want to.
Well, moving on to today's next topic. Again, we want to keep it relatively short, so you can think about it and elaborate. But I do want to know how you experience the transition from going from metal to breaking news. No, that's not something to joke about.
No. You're the one that's saying it.
No, the transition from playing soccer for fun and enjoyment to going to Monterrey and playing much more competitively and you can get dropped and you can get benched, to playing, I don't know, this is part of the question, but maybe from it being only enjoyment and love and fun to it being a responsibility with expectations, with certain standards. How was it? Did it become less fun? Was it more stressful? How did you live that transition? And second part of that question is, what would you go back to tell yourself? Like, now that you lived it, what did you wish you knew prior to making that transition?
I can say this looking back at it now. Back then I used to say like, oh, I'm living my dream, blah, 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 which I was, but I didn't enjoy it. If I'm being honest, I never enjoyed.
What exactly didn't you enjoy? The pressure?
The pressure, like the constant pressure and the constant stress of like, you can be cut at any time or whatever. I played to not make mistakes, and that's not fun. Especially like now that I exclusively play for fun. I wish I did that when I was still a kid, which is what a kid is supposed to do. What would I tell myself? I would say it's not that deep. It's not the end of the world. If you get cut, there's plenty more teams that you can try out for or play for, especially at that level. If you can play in one team, you can more than likely play in any professional academy within that same country. But to me, it was like a life or death type of thing. Like, if I get cut, like that means I'm no good and blah, blah, blah.
So this was a self-imposed.
Yeah.
Would you say you noticed a bigger transition from playing like local club, where it's still very fun, to playing professional academy, or playing professional academy to playing actual pro soccer?
No. From local academy to professional academy.
When you're still a kid?
Yeah.
And what specifically were the differences?
I mean, first of all, the level. Where I think I've said it before, where it's not you're the main guy, or it's like you and a partner that like you have a very good link up with. Like here, it's either 11 guys that like are starting, or like all 18 of the players that can be starting. Like they're either technically good enough to be there, or they make up for it physically or in some way, as like against playing local academy. Like you're the main guy and like you have to carry because you know fulanito sutanito or can't, like, so you're doing like three people's jobs. As in an academy, everybody's doing their own shit, but like you're used to being the main man. So I don't know, it kind of like took responsibility away from myself, or I allowed it to a point where I was kind of like, oh, I don't have to do so much, I can kind of like lay back. And then when I wanted to do more, I couldn't anymore. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. Let's role play for a little bit. Not in the way you're used to role playing, but let's say right now as a coach, you have a client that is going from playing local club soccer that he's paying and he trains 2-3 times a week, to playing in a professional academy. Let's say, since we're here in Austin, let's say you have a client that plays for Westlake Club and he got recruited by Austin FC. Beyond anything that you can say technical or tactical, to sort of prepare him mentally, what advice would you give him?
First of all, keep doing what they're doing or what you're doing, because that's what got you there in the first place. So don't change anything. If you're gonna change, it's to improve and learn, but not
or to learn and improve.
Yeah.
Because if you improve and then you learn,
I mean,
it's kind of,
you get what I'm trying to say. Shut the fuck up, you asshole.
well, sensitive.
No, you wanted me to be serious. I'll be serious.
Okay,
But
let's
I
be
need
serious.
you-
We're being serious.
So shut the fuck up then.
Shut the fuck up. All right, go ahead.
Learning and then improving. Because I mean, especially at that age, you're a sponge and you learn a lot more. Especially since you changed coaches so much. But I'd say that, and I mean, it's a lot more competitive. There, people all over the country want your spot, so just be responsible of it too. Like, don't just take it for granted.
And I think a good piece of advice would be to learn how to cope with stress, which is easier said than done at that age. But the truth is, if you want to be in that position, there's so many benefits, especially here in the United States. If you pay professional academy for enough years, it's almost guaranteed that you can get a D1 scholarship or you can get offers from different places. So there's so many advantages to it that you want to be in that position, but being in that position means that every 6 months you run the risk of getting cut.
Yeah.
So it's just part of it. If you let that consume you, if you let that play in your mind, you're just not gonna enjoy it. And I feel like we've both been in that experience.
I mean, I think that's kind of where I was at in Monterrey. Especially like, I mean, my first year, it was like new, everything was cool. But the second and third year, I was like, I wasn't really enjoying it at all. I mean, not at all. There's things I was enjoying, but it's too much stress for a kid that age, in my opinion.
Which, again, you're gonna have to deal with if you are in that situation. So instead of not complaining, but just being affected by it, you can use it as a life skill for later on in life. Because you're undoubtedly gonna come against things that stress you out.
Exactly.
And then let's say you have an older client that's going from playing professional academy to now professional team. What advice would you give them? I know each locker room is going to be different, each coach is going to be different, but what are some things you would advise him to expect so he doesn't get caught off guard?
There's going to be a lot of personalities, a lot of egos, but you can also make a lot of connections. So, like, don't take things personally, but also like know how to manage people and situations. Like you don't want to be right. You don't want to be right because it doesn't lead to anything good. Just put your head down and work, basically. Your time will come to be right when you're more experienced, when you're one of the more established players in the locker room or whatever. But just try to learn from everybody as much as you can, especially the older guys.
I had a rude awakening learning that lesson. My time in Laredo Heat, which was playing club soccer for fun as not a hobby, but just as a kid. And then growing up, being moved up to the first team with PDL, where you had first division Mexican champions, where you had people that played different parts of Europe, Argentina. We were playing a scrimmage, so it wasn't even an official game, against TAMU, the local university. It's the last play of the first half. as I transitioned to the older team, I got dropped from center mid to center back. And when you're used to playing on the ball and being like having a lot of contact with the ball, it's an adjustment to playing center back where it's not as fun. But you kind of are able to read the game more. You don't have to be as fast or have as much endurance, which was my case. So backtrack to that game. We have a corner kick in our favor, and the coach is telling me to go up. And one of our leaders and players with most experience, Greg Mulamba, South African tank beast. Anytime I bring that man up, I will always talk about just how physically strong he was. He tells me, stay down. And I'm like, you're my teammate and I respect you, but my coach is telling me to go up, and I'm gonna say that it's because my coach is telling me, but I'm wanting some action. I want to get involved, so I'm gonna go up. And he tells me 2-3 times, stay your ass down. But I'm like, hey, well, you can argue with my coach. I'm gonna listen to my coach. I'm gonna go up. I go up, thinking it's gonna be the last play. They counterattack us. The whole team is running back. For some reason, we were outnumbered. I think it's because
you went up. That's what I was gonna ask.
Lucky for me, the play ends in a goal kick. They call it. It's halftime. As soon as the ref blows the whistle, I hear the loudest scream that I've heard in the pitch. What the fuck did I tell you? Why the fuck are you going up? I'll tell you, stay your fucking ass down. And mind you, my personality is not one to stay quiet when I'm being shouted at. So for a brief second, I told him, our coach, and as soon as I said our coach, it's like, shut the fuck up. And you didn't hear a peep from me. It was one of the most humbling experiences, but at that time, I thought I could argue, hey, our coach is telling me, I think our coach is a little bit higher in the hierarchy, but it was worth it to shut the fuck up and take a nail on that one.
Yeah.
And that's just how it happens.
I argued a few times with some vets on my team too, or with one of them, but I was right.
And was it?
It wasn't worth it.
Okay.
But, I mean, I don't think it changed anything that season, but like what I said, the coach ended up saying like next 2 sentences, but obviously
Without giving you the credit.
Yeah.
There's also a balance that you have to achieve with respecting, listening to your vets, and knowing when to stay quiet, when to learn, and when to be receptive. But also, it's a challenge to have enough personality to still be yourself.
Yeah.
Because it's intimidating to walk into a locker room or even be on the pitch with players that you know have like international experience, playing with their national team, winning championships at the highest levels, and it's easy to kind of like feel like you're smaller or less than. So you also have to have some personality to just show who you are.
And that's what I like, the advice I would give too. That's a very good point. I would say drop your ego but have personality, if that makes sense. Because ego isn't going to take you anywhere. But having personality for when you mess up, trying things again, or instead of like, oh shit, I messed up, let me just play it safe. Like, no, let me try again, or let me do something different. But not making yourself smaller. But yeah, that's a very big thing.
And that personality, unless you've lived it, I think it's hard to explain for someone that right now is playing club soccer or even playing professional academy with people your age. At the higher level, when you mess up and you have someone screaming at you or someone on your ass that's 5-10 years older than you, that's already established himself, it can really hurt your confidence.
Yeah.
So there's also that part that unless you've lived it, it's hard to explain, but you do have to learn how to withstand these aspects that come with playing at a higher level.
Yeah, 100%.
Looking back on it, like, Because I know I didn't do a good job, like it would really affect my confidence to get screamed at by a vet, or yeah, just like when they're on your ass, it doesn't feel good. How did you handle it?
It more than anything pissed me off. I don't think it brought my confidence down. At least, like, for example, that time with Bobby, like it pissed me off so much that like the next play I just blasted it. But it wasn't like, oh, he doesn't want the ball or anything. I was like, literally like, fuck this. But then my second year where I was like constantly getting like just...
True.
Yeah, like, but sometimes like for no reason. That's when my confidence started coming down. But, I mean, for example, with Bobby, it was the thing where he'd yell at you and bitch at you, but after a training session, he would speak to you directly or one-on-one to like, hey, like, it's not personal, just this or that. And also that, like, I learned it my second year in Toros where shit stays on the field. Like, whether it's training, whether it's a game, whatever happens on the field, whatever's said on the field stays there. Like, because there's so many emotions going on and so many different egos, tempers, personalities. So, like, whatever is said there, like, just leave it there. Because I'd be the type of person that carries it. Like, no, but it's because you told me this. And I told someone that, I don't know if it was a keeper or it was Roro. I was like, this happened yesterday. Like, what the fuck? It's like, bro, like, just drop it. Like, that happened yesterday. Like, today, like, we're still teammates. Like, it's a new day.
You're fucking up again today.
Yeah, you're fucking up again.
I'm on your ass about right now, not yesterday.
No, but that was like a big thing for me. Like, oh shit, because I'm a person that tends to take things very personally. So I was like, oh shit. But yeah.
And that is an important thing that you mentioned, because at a higher level, when there's money involved and there's people's job on the line, I think for me, that was a rude wake-up call, where it's like, you no longer have the same patience from other people for you to develop. Mm-hmm. It gets to a point where you're like, hey, if we don't win, if we're not performing as players, my contract is on the line, there's bonuses on the line, the coach is not gonna have patience because my job is on the line. So when you mess up, it's not like, hey, bud, you need to do this better. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you stupid? Or just like getting chewed out.
Yeah.
And that, when you first experience it, like, holy shit, like, I'm going from a coach that I'm paying for him to teach me or develop me to now there's money involved, there's salaries involved, there's contracts involved. People don't have the same patience and you're not going to be treated in the same way.
Yeah, no. And maybe sometimes, I don't know if tough love is a correct word for it, but like, I remember my debut, I was super excited, super happy, like, inside. It sucked because we lost, and I had a really good game, so I was like hoping we could at least get the draw since it was away. But like, I remember just being in the locker room and I'm getting like a few pats, like, hey, good job. Hey, good job, young man, or whatever. And then I was like one of the first ones on the bus. And the coaches were already there, the head coach and the assistant coach. They both stretch out their hands, like, good job, young man. That was it. It was nothing like, hey, like that. Also, it was a difficult game because we lost, so you're not going to get same love. But it was just sad. Like, I don't know. It's that what you're saying. Like, it's no longer like, oh, good job, or handshake, congratulations, and that's it.
Obviously, it's a super big moment for you.
Yeah.
And that's where the professional environment comes into play, because a loss during the middle of the season is not a good sign. So people go from like, oh, it's this young man's debut and he did a good job, to like, fuck, we lost.
Yeah.
Which is part of it.
But what was really cool, because also there I was like, fuck, I fucking balled out. I hadn't trained for a week. and like I just got thrown in, and they're like first place in our conference. I was like, I fucking stood my ground. So like I was expecting more, but that's my mistake too of having expectations. But part of the technical staff was the academy director, and like everybody was like very quiet and like hesitant because we had lost. And he goes up to me, hey, good fucking job, and blah blah blah, and like secretly, but like very excited too. And then he pulls out like the starting lineup, like that they give to the officials. He's like, look, I saved this for you. And I was like, oh shit. Like it was something nice.
That's a really cool gesture.
Yeah, it was something small, but a really nice gesture. Yeah, I think it's in Laredo.
Nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, if the goal is to become professional, obviously what you see from the outside, the games and the celebrations and the wins and the fame, the popularity, it's all super cool, and we all aspire to that at one point. We were lucky enough to play at a high level, you higher than myself, but you also see that side that not a lot of people talk about, that once there's money and responsibilities and expectations, there's also the other side of it where it's like, hey, even if you're young, even if you're the youngest on the team, even if you're doing your debut, like, we're not here to coddle you. Like, we have a job to do. And it's cool, like, if you can handle that, if you can learn that side of the business, cool, you have your moment. But it is something that kind of takes you time to get used to.
No, yeah. And like, it's also like a game of keeping up. Because I'm sure if I would have had a shit game or shit first half, I would have gone subbed out immediately and maybe not even been considered for the rest of the season. So it's kind of like a dog-eat-dog world. But fuck, I forgot where I was going to this. But yeah, I once heard someone I think it was a reel or something that I saw. That's like, you should never tell your kids, I'm proud of you, because then that makes like a thing, like they seek validation or they seek approval. You should tell them like, you should be proud of yourself. So I would say that to like kids too, like you should be proud of what you did. Your dad doesn't have to be proud of it, your coach doesn't, you should be proud of it. And that's when you know where you've done a good job or not. Because I think you would do this too, whenever you did something good in a game, you would look over to my dad to see if you got a thumbs up or thumbs down. And like when I was playing professionally, it wasn't a look, but it was like a call after the game, like, hey, how'd I do? Or so, yeah.
I like that. I thought I was gonna go different. That you're gonna say like, don't tell them that you're proud of them, tell them that they ain't shit, and you keep working.
No.
But yeah,
be proud of yourself.
I do want to say this before we wrap up. Anytime you jump to a higher level, whether it's club to professional club, or
club to professional team.
Yeah, a club to professional team.
Academy.
It can be, you just messed it up yours. No, but whenever you jump to a higher level,
yes,
it's part of the process. Maybe you don't experience it, but chances are you will. You'll sometimes have to ride the bench. You'll sometimes won't get called up for games.
You'll watch it in the stands.
You'll get your ass chewed out. You'll get chewed out by vets, by coaches. It's part of it. You have to be resilient and confident enough in yourself to be able to go through that. Yes, it sucks, but you gotta show up the next day at training or the next weekend and do it all again, give your best. And this is coming from the perspective of
two beaners.
Someone that has done both, where it's like, fuck, I feel down, I'm not performing at my best, or you know what, I gotta take it in the chin and be better. So one route is gonna probably lead you to a better and longer career.
I agree.
Anything you want to finish up with?
Nope.
Well, that's it for today's episode.